forgot to say, I'm live. I'm live. Okay. I believe it's time to go to the Discord and ping people. Oh, that was not what I wanted to say. Yeah. Okay. How are you today? I'm so ready to start. Yes, I am so ready to start the next episode. Done. Now I can close my Discord tab. Okay, it looks like I am live now. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I have to fix my other camera. Oh, there we go. Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is MD, and we are nowhere. I am about to start my fifth episode for my Mod Legacy. I am so excited about it, and I want to see what happens. First, I want to say thanks for the follow to Little Bird. I don't know if you are English or Spanish speaker, but hello anyways, and thank you so much for the follow. I am going to be waiting for a bit, and then we're gonna start the episode. But music, I feel like I need music on the background. Let me see if I can fix that. Game options, music, audio. Well, it seems like music is on, and everything seems to be fine. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Maybe object music, turn it down because there was this one time when I got a copyright disclaimer when I uploaded the video to YouTube from I forgot to upload my building video. I should do that. Well, anyways, as soon as I finish this live stream, I'm going to go back to YouTube and upload the build that I did last time for this Mod Legacy because I have been building um, some interactive venues for my empty world here in Newcrest that I got from the World Edit mod. I love that mod. I love it a lot, and I am just dipping my toes in. I'm trying to figure out how things work and what I need to do because what I want to do at the end is to build completely a new world with all of this only with game objects and upload the save file to my website because I am working on a website that I'm going to be putting up and I want to upload that world there. Oh, Shinobu Taibaro. Hi, Shino. How are you? How are you? Good to see you here. Thanks for the follow. I'm just starting, and because I resetted my computer and I have everything upside down, I had to do a quick fix for everything, and it seems like my game options sound is not working. Anyways, let's go to the other capture to the other screen so you can see what I am talking about. So I have the World Edit mod and the Brook Heights mod from Arnie because I want to build a completely new world. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm just dipping my toes in. I'm just trying to figure out how it works and what objects I can use and what I can use them for. And what I built last time was a little bit of a park because I'm going to be adding an interactive venue to this empty world, but I need to use only objects and I need to have all my ideas flowing first. Anyways, that's why I have my sim, one of the sims of my Mod Legacy out of the household. But right now it's not a building stream. I'm going to continue with the story because I really need to figure out what to do with my sims. They are in kind of interesting conditions. They don't have enough money. They are having some issues with the house. We have a weird nanny. She's crazy. She's nuts. She is for some reason I have yeah. So this nanny right here, she loads up every single time in this household. and she just stays there. And at some point, she disappears, but she's still here. So you can see my Sims interacting with her. They have very high relationships. All of them have very high relationships with her. But she is invisible and she does weird things around the house. So we have the invisible nanny. I think she's cousins to Hilda or something like that. I don't know. And then we have all of the kids. The idea of this mod legacy is to test everything that I am working in, test all of my mods, and test also compatibility with most of the mods that I find outside. And I love a lot of mods. I have too many mods sometimes. I believe sometimes that those are too many, and I struggle a lot trying to manage everything. But at the same time, it is quite good to have all of that because it makes my game so much better. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm gonna bring Seth back home, and these are my Sims. So Seth, last time I discovered that the crush that they both Seth and Amelia had at the beginning, they just let it go. They just couldn't work. They couldn't make it work because they see each other too much like a family. They see each other as a brother and sister. So even if they had a crush at the beginning, it just vanished. And now they have to figure out how to make this family work. Seth is back in school. He left school at first because he had to provide and help this household. But now he's back in school. He can manage all of that. We know he loves gardening. He's a child of the ocean. He loves color black. And he's a resident of the world. This is acting as a placeholder because I believe that he would be awesome living in Solani. And yeah, that's what we have for him. And about Amelia, she's a creative, she's a free spirit, and that's why she's not back in school. She's a rocker. She loves being here in Newcrest, and for some reason, she's polyamorous. So yeah, we have some things about her, and then we have the kids. Emery, who is a fast learner, star material, and insider. So for sure, he's an star. He's definitely a star in the making, and he loves color white. He likes to dress as a little gentleman. He has very good grades. He's the star of the house. Yeah, he's going to be so good to play with when he grows up. Then we have always forgotten Ariel. Maybe Ariel has been a little bit forgotten because we used to have 4 toddlers and it was quite a mess. So the kids basically took care of themselves. The teenagers were quite a mess and the toddlers were a mess as well. Nanny was here to help around the house anyways, but she was weird. She was invisible. She was making weird stuff around the house. Okay, so she doesn't have much of a personality going on. She's just an art lover. She's an occult enthusiast. But because I already fixed some of that of the system where the of how the preferences are selected for your sim, my sim is not going to be boring for so long. I have faith in that, and I think she's a little bit sad, or maybe, yeah. So these eyes are part of my new collection that I'm working in and making a full replacement collection for Create a Sim. It includes eyes, skin overlays, and and well, makeup, a lot of makeup, especially eyeliner replacements and blush replacements, and yeah. So you can see the new eyes on her. Not all of the eyes are done yet. And yeah, this is where I test most of the things that I'm working on. Again, then we go to when we go to Stacy. She just aged up from a toddler. She was the first toddler to age up. She needs a makeover. As well as her, I would say her brother and sister, her siblings, but they're not actually siblings. They're just starter sims. So this is new. She loves color red, so I need to keep that on my notes because sometimes when I go to create a sim, I forget who my sims are, and I don't have such a sharp mind. When my memory is pretty bad. So I'm going to say Stacy loves red. Then we have Madeline. I love her. As a toddler, she used to have very curly hair, and I want to have that back. I want to take that back to her. And she loves color gray. Let's say math. She loves color gray. And she's illogical. She's a slow learner. Yeah, so she is going to have a tough time trying to learn logic and some other stuff, but we should probably figure out what she wants to do because it doesn't matter if she's a slow learner, there's always going to be something for her. We just have to figure out what is the thing that she loves. Then we go to Tanya. Baby girl Tanya, she loves color green. Nice. Oh, most of my Sims have their colors now. Tanya loves color green. She's active, outgoing, and of course she's got fun and fashion. And then we have little Jarrod, who is the last toddler to age up. He's going to be 18 up today, and then we're going to have to give a makeover to this house and also to the to the Sims. But I'm going to do that after Jarrod ages up. I don't know what's going on with the lightning. It's looking off. Okay, there we go. Now it's looking fine. I recently uninstalled Reshade because I discovered that you could reshade your game through NVIDIA game. How's it called? GeForce Experience. Yeah, and my game is going so much smoother because of it, and it looks great. I love how it looks. I have it all set up for my own preferences, and I just love it. There we go. I think it is final time to hit start and start going on with the madness. Let's see what the nanny does and what we do. Let's add birthday candles to this cake before anyone eats it because we want to age off Jarrod. Seth, you're doing quite fine, so you're going to clean up the house. Let's see what my Sims want. So Emery wants to draw something and he wants to chat with Poria. Who is Poria? I don't even know if I am pronouncing it right. Is he around here? Can I see? No, I'm going to make him send a text because it seems like Emery made a friend outside the house, and I'm not going to ruin that for him. Stacy. Stacy's playing. What does she want to do? She wants to go skating. She wants to watch TV because she's a lazy sim. Ariel is a creative little girl and she wants to draw something just like Emery. She wants to have a water balloon fight. I'm going to basically ping all of my Sims whims because I am testing the whims as well. I have been working a lot with whims lately on the BetterSims mod. It is already out for early release, but um, I'm testing it a little bit more before I upload the public version of that. We're going, okay, she wants to go roller skating as well. Oh, and this is something I really want to work with. I want to make the whims overhaul for seasons because that's the most annoying thing. Oh no! It's Emery's birthday! Little baby boy Emery's birthday. What are you doing? Okay, he's doing homework. He's such an angel, but he couldn't even get into the first milestone of the. Oh God, I'm so sad about that. I wanted him to have such a um, great childhood, but because of all the things that had happened, he had to just focus on surviving. And well, he'll have time to do all the things that he wants to do in the future, so I'm not that much sadder than I. Maybe I'm not as sad as I thought I was. Oh, hi. How do I say your name? Hi, Emmy. Emmy. I'm going to say it. Emmy, Emil. Emil. I love it. I love it. Hi, Emil. Emily's fine. Okay, hi, Emily. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Do you like The Sims 4? I'm playing The Sims 4 here to test most of the things that I have been working with. I'm making a mod that is called BetterSims. You probably hear because you're not a mod. Well, that's That's where I think uh, this test says. But anyways, I also want to follow the storylines of my Sims because I want to know what are the things that I can improve in. I want to discover more things about the game because I believe that I haven't played The Sims enough to know everything that is in the game. So yeah, welcome here, and I hope you like what you see. Remember that interaction? I don't know if you played The Sims 4, but there was an interaction called "Do you like what you see?" and it was quite interesting in The Sims 2. I hope that interaction came back to Sims 4. Maybe I can do it. I don't know. So little Jarrod here is basically ready to age up. Let's check his skills. He's very good in communication. He's very, very good in imagination. Movement is, oh my god, he's great in movement. He's almost there in potty and very good in thinking. So because we're so close to getting the potty and well, he's not very good in thinking compared to the other skills, but I want him to get to level 3 of potty because before he ages up, and I think I'm going to do that. Let's make Seth potty train. Oh, no, okay. No, let's take the potty downstairs first. That was going to be a mess. I think someone was taking a quick bath. Yeah, I also love that. I believe that I think that one of the best mods that I have added to the Sims. Well, not I, but I have used from someone else is the Wonderful Whims mod because it adds that attraction system that is so needed here in The Sims 4, and it was amazing in Sims 2 because you had to develop relationships. People could like each other very much that they could have three bolts, but then they do the wrong action and all of a sudden they lose one bolt. Or you could have someone who has no bolts with each other, and then they develop a relationship. And I don't know how that worked, but it just did. It was amazing, and I love playing The Sims 2 as well. What I don't love about The Sims 2 is building. Building in The Sims can be quite messy. I don't know. Okay, we got to level 3. Jarrod can age up. I can't even see him because everything's blocking my way. Hi, baby Jarrod. Okay, take. Oh. I wanted to take a screenshot, but I pressed the wrong letter. There we go. Now it's time to age up Jarrod while most of the kids are in school. Having kids in school is the best. Wait a minute. Seth, you should be. Yeah, go to school, you have to. The only one who's going to stay at home is Amelia, but that's because she's a free spirit and she's decided to drop out and because she doesn't care about that kind of thing. Yeah, and of course, what I love also about Wonderful Wins is that it adds so much drama to the Sims because Sims can continually start liking each other, and that just makes you move things around and test things in a way that you wouldn't do in regular gameplay. I don't want to have to choose partners for every single sim. It just makes it feel a little bit fake. It makes it feel too fake. I know I'm talking about a game, but I do want things to feel like they're just flowing and working in their own ways. That I don't have to fake everything. So yeah, okay. Help blow out candles. Jarrod. Nice. And we have the creepy nanny here who just decided she lives here now. At least she's not invisible right now. Sometimes she looks quite weird and she looks like a zombie. And she decides she just doesn't want to be visible anymore, and so she turns off the invisible suit. I believe she's a ghost, she's a secret ghost, but we don't know. Let's see if she decided to not be a ghost anymore. Last time I played, I had a lot of lag and simulation lag, visual lag. I have a lot of issues, but that was because I was playing with very little space in my drive. But I have upgraded my laptop because I do play in a laptop, and everything's working just fine now. Okay, Tanya doesn't have to go to school yet because she was the last age up. Before Jarrod. Why is Jarrod not aging up? Oh, he's asleep. Jarrod, come on, you're all ready. He is basically a prodigy. Look at him. He's got 5 communication, 5 imagination, 5 movement, 3 potty. He's not very much a thinker, but that's okay. And I'm going to ask Jacqueline because she needs to be useful at some point. And we are going to have to choose a trait for him. What I'm going to do with this household after they age up or when they get a moodlet that they want to, go live in some other place. I what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to keep playing but in rotations. I have a system already to make this work and I'm going to be playing all of them as they grow up. That's why I call it an extended legacy because you start with a family and then you keep playing with every sim that gets out or gets into the family on rotations. That's very, very, very. I'm very excited about playing that way because I have been testing things on my own, but well, testing things sometimes, you know, things look weird or don't work. Okay, okay, we're ready. I wanted to take a screenshot of him, but we're here anyways. I'm going to choose the grow up trait, the grow up aspiration. Okay, so he can choose his own aspiration. And he's a kleptomaniac, he's lazy, and he's logical. I don't know about you, but I think I'm going to keep those traits because he's creative. I can see creativity on Kleptos. Maybe. He's not very mental. He didn't have a very high mental skill, so yeah, logical suits him. He's lazy, even though he's got very good motor skills. Well, he's a prodigy, I guess. Let's make him. He only got bad traits. These are considered to be bad traits, but I don't care. That's going to make him such an interesting sim to play with. I never play with so many bad traits. I don't want to judge. And he's looking odd. Yep, he's looking quite odd. Let's take another screenshot. Yeah. Cute anyways. First thing he does is play with a toy. He's going to get his creativity skill very, very high. Most of my sims actually are getting the creativity skill high, and that's because we don't have enough things to promote logic. We don't have a chess table. We don't have enough money for it either. I completely forgot about the money thing. Okay, let's enroll him into school. For, let's go. Okay, Amelia, you're gonna have to provide for this family, so practice. Go practice an instrument. We already bought this instrument for you, and even if you don't have, oh, sorry. And even if you don't have specific preference for it, you're gonna have to learn it, and make money from it. Because otherwise, we are doomed. We are definitely doomed. I need to add a mod that removes that idle animation from Busted Dust because it is annoying. Look at it! She just stops at every single floor that she gets to and she smells. No one does that in real life. And if they do, it's something that they keep walking. They don't stop. Okay. Now, are you any good? And don't just sit there. Practice. Okay. She doesn't have any favorite, but she doesn't hate it. Okay, what about now? No, she doesn't have any preference for it, but she doesn't hate it, so we have to make money off of it. Let's look at the kids. How are the kids doing? Okay, Tanya is quite hungry. I'm going to make her eat some cake. Emery's quite tired. So I'm going to send him. Oh, okay, he doesn't have bed. Quick makeover time. Quick makeover time. I can sell this bed because we're not gonna have any more toddlers. We don't need this. Can we afford the bed? Okay, content. Let's remove the debug and live edit. I think we can afford. I think we can afford a mattress, but not a bed. Oh no, this is a top bed. But this one. Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, we can afford the mattress. At least he has somewhere to sleep. Jarrod, go to bed. I installed some new mods that I found, but I still haven't got any time to play with them. I have this mod that I don't know how it works, but is an assigned bed mod, and it adds bedtime. I don't know how it works yet, but I want to figure it out because I love the idea of having a schedule for my Sims to sleep and being able to assign beds to other Sims as well, who are not only to the Sims who are in my household. Because we have the creepy nanny here, I think it's going to be okay to leave the kids in the house, and I'm going to take Tanya. No, she's not Tanya, she's Amelia. I'm going to take Amelia outside to make some money out of her very, very, very poor skills. Okay, go here. Let's save this. Okay, put this in your inventory and let's go somewhere. Oh, no, 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 she didn't put it in the Ah, it's so clumsy sometimes. Stop. Pause. Okay. Okay, now we can go. Usual play. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I never got attached to my Sims before, but I don't know, I just found out different ways of playing. I found out that the way that I like to play the Sims is more in a realistic way. I like to take care of them, I like to micromanage my Sims, and well, after I discovered that, I developed a couple of rules and things that I love to go with, and it just spiced up my game. And at the same time, it inspired me to start modding. So I am very very happy about that. Now I am basically in love with the Sims 4, even though there are a lot of things that are missing. I still have faith. You know, I wanna have a positive attitude when it comes to this game because I don't know. I just don't want to give up on it yet. So let's see here. Let's play the piano here. Let's see if someone is kind enough to give us their money, help us survive, and we're also gonna get some fame off of it. And I don't know. Maybe that suits her. I mean, she's a rocker anyway, and she's a free spirit. So I don't think she's going to be taking. Oh, thunder. That thunder just took all of my thoughts and took them out of my body. Well, let's see if we can get some money off of people. She needs to survive and help her little adopted siblings. And also, let me know if you know someone who makes a lot of Sims in the gallery and uploads Sims in the gallery. Let me know their names there their origin IDs because I'm looking to download a lot of Sims to my library because I have import tray from MC Command Center on, and I import all of my randoms are actually Sims from the gallery, and I need to fill up my library with a lot of Sims, so I don't get Sims like this one. Look at her. Oh no, I think she's a sim I gave a makeover to. But anyways, I don't want to get the same Sims over and over again. I want to fill my library with lots and lots of Sims. And yeah, that's what I yeah. Okay, no, so far no one is paying any attention to her. Nope, they're just ignoring her. Maybe it's because she doesn't have enough skill. Let's see if we have food in the inventory or just empty plates. We're going to leave the empty plates so, so someone else washes them. Okay, that's such an asshole move, but okay, everyone seems to be home. Oh, that was a lot. Oh, okay, that was quite a lot. It was so loud. She's depressed. That's so sad. She's got very low social. Let's see if we can chat with Gabrielle. Let's do a friendly introduction. And even though this girl has even though Brandy seems like she's not going to be friends with Amelia, maybe I could be wrong. You know, not everyone has to look the same or similar to actually be friends. What? Okay, Gabrielle seems to be pregnant. The lives of the town is sometimes can be quite interesting. Has to say, argue about job for some reason. Okay, I think she has a job. No, she doesn't. She should. Let's look at her skills. Um she's got two in piano. She's got quite high cooking skills, so maybe we should get a job for her. But that's going to be out of necessity because she's not the type of sim who likes having a regular job. Let's go. And someone reported that because that they couldn't uh, give a job to to the Sims when they dropped out, and I don't think. Uh, let's test that. So if what they reported is true, then my Sim's not going to be able to get a job. Let's see. Sometimes mods and sometimes having a lot of mods can cause weird issues that you don't know where they come from, and sometimes it's just having too many Sims, or there are some issues that are, how do I say it, are not uh, precisely because of the mod, but because you have been situational. Yeah, just situational. They happen once, they happen maybe twice, but they never happen again. So that's something that maybe makes things a little bit harder when you're creating mods. Those kind of issues. Oh, okay. So we have two retail employer and self associate. No, we're not going to be a high school student. Maybe we could be a barista or a fast food employee. Let's see which one pays more. Barista seems to be the one. Mm, I think barista is the one. She's going to be working from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and she's gonna have the weekends free. It seems like a nice job for her. Let's choose that. She's so sad, and because I'm using a slice of life, you can actually see the tears on her eyes. I love it. But she's talking to someone. friends with Brandy. She could be her friend. Okay. Now you're miserable. Go to the toilet. Do not pee yourself. Poop. Poop. Okay. I don't know where that option stall comes from, but let's use it anyway. It's so easier to keep track of my Sims when they're one by one. And the sky's falling down out here. Get out! I know you want to be my friend, but you have to get out. I'm not going to the festival, so sorry. Come on. Now we can use it. But we didn't get any money from this, so I am quite concerned. Let's go practice a little more. Let's see if June. Oh, okay. She decided to T-pose and start all over again. Okay. Go. Let's see if June will give us a little tip. Okay, what about our friend? No? Seems like she doesn't care. She walked just right past us and no one cares about her. Oh, this is so sad. She's depressed. I am imagining that she's depressed because no one's paying attention to her, and that's so sad. Let's take a screenshot of it. So sad. She's crying while playing. Oh. Okay, Amelia. We're not going to make you do this anymore. We can go back. Okay, no. Keep playing. More people are coming in. Keep playing. Let's see. Woo! Finally, and she's now imaginative. She's now inspired. Good box. Nice. Finally. That's exactly how it feels when you do something and no one pays attention to you. So I get it, Amelia. She was so sad. Well, I usually have this. Oh, yeah. No, it's not like I want to suffer. Just like it looks realistic. It's quite. I don't know. They look cute, and it feels like you start feeling for them. They don't look dead anymore. You can empathize with them if you see the tears, and that's what I love about that. It's not like I like to see them suffer. I just like that I can empathize with them now. And I don't know, just small things. When you find small things that you can empathize with in Sims on the Sims 4, then you just feel kind of fulfilled. Because most of the times it is quite hard to empathize with Sims on the Sims 4. They just look a little dead. Anyways. She is doing quite fine. She's got great acoustics, so we're not great. Was that Sim just hugging a trash bag? Who are you? What's your name? Alfonso. Alfonso loves trash bags for some reason. Okay, I got distracted. As always. We're here with Amelia. She's quite fun. She's inspired, but a little bit. She's still a little bit shy because she knows she's got very low skills yet. But we're okay. She's using creative skills. She's feeling lonely. Okay, this guy gave us a nice tip now. We're not gonna die anymore. But I think it is quite late, so it might be time to go back home. She's thinking about having a broken heart. I believe that has to do with the fact that she couldn't make it work with Seth. They just realized they're not meant for each other, and they stopped having a crush because they used to have a crush at the beginning Let's see what she thinks about Gabrielle. Okay, they like each other. They could be friends. Let's see what happens with Seth. Okay, she still thinks he's very attractive, but things are just not working out. Maybe that's one of the reasons why she's so sad and always getting this broken heart thing. Even though she looks and she tries to portray herself as this tough girl, she's got a very soft heart on the inside. Yeah, she's putting her hard work and finally getting something off of it. And she's doing it for her family, her adopted family. She was not adopted. She basically adopted a family with Seth. They decided they wanted to be a family with all of the kids from the orphanage and they moved out. It was hard. Oh, new preference. Okay. This is something I wanted to show you. So, when a sim gets a new preference, when they get a new preference, they can have the love this skill, loves that skill, loves fitness skills, but there are also hidden talents that you can get sometimes. And we have here good news. Tanya seems to have a natural talent in fitness, and you're not going to see that on her panel, but you are going to feel it because she loves fitness, but she doesn't have the natural talent here. This is the notifications that show you that she has a talent in fitness. So she's basically a fitness prodigy. We know what and accordingly she wants to be a young athlete, so we are right on track with her story. We know what we're going to do with her, and we know she is quite tired, and it seems like none of my sims have been taking care of themselves while I was out. Maybe that was my fault, so I'm sorry. Let's cook something for them and then send them to bed because those are the basic needs that we need to take care of. And I think that the nanny is already invisible again. Yes, I'm quite sure she's around because she never leaves. She never leaves. Let's cook something for the family with one of the recipes from Seriously Sims Cooking Overhaul. I love it. I love this mod. I don't know. I think I have a vegetarian sim, so I'm going to do a veggie and a human sandwich. Okay. Oh, okay. They're all nasty. They are all nasty. Let's start with Emery because he's very close to aging up. I think that I need to work a lot on him. We haven't got to the first milestone yet. He wants to have 5 friends, and I don't think he has enough relationship with all of the kids in here. So we should work with this. Let's befriend Jarrod because he's the only other boy here in the house. Let's let's talk to him. Uh, okay, everyone decided to take a piece of cake while we were out. No. Seth is making a meal for us. Just stop. Oh, okay, be friends. Be friends. Sounds like a story. Complain about problems. We have a perpetual nanny here. She lives here. I am telling you, she decided she wants to live here now. Maybe she was so moved by the fact that all of these kids were basically abandoned. That's so sad. She was moved by that and she decided to become the mother of this household. That's a little bit sad, but also very nice of her as well. She just had some issues. Oh, we don't need a potty anymore. Let's sell it. Okay, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Emila's gonna have to go repair the shower while Seth is making dinner because they are the head of the house. No, 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 no. Don't go upstairs. You don't want to be seen. Let's pay attention to Ariel. Oh, such a good girl. She decided to do homework on her own. That's so cute. Oh, yeah, terrific. Yeah, that's right. So proud of her. She's such a good girl, even though we most of the time ignore her. And she seems to be crying. That's so sad. She's focused and she's hiding the tears. She's feeling lonely. Most of my Sims are feeling lonely. How can you be lonely in a household of 8 and with a nanny that decided she wants to live here? Let's talk about toys. Let's debate the existence of vampires. Let's do fun. Okay, let's interact with Stacy. We can be friends. We can be friends. Oh, I'm so excited about my kids turning into teenagers. That's going to be so nice. And I also want to see what Amelia wants to do with her life because right now she is a little bit undecided. She knows she loves living here in Newcastle, but she's a free spirit, and I don't know what she's going to want to do. Maybe she'll want to be a freelance at some point. But to do that, she needs to age up. She is she's got a bitter sentiment towards someone feeling bad. Who's that someone? Hmm. Someone sometimes sentiments are weird. Amelia has gained a new follower. Why? She's not even online. Okay. Let's I wanted to call everyone, but it seems like I can't. Okay, no. I'm doing that with call to meal. Madeline has gained a new follower. What's up with that? Jacqueline is basically the mom of the house, the unofficial mom of the house. I wanted to do something on my own, and then Jacqueline decided, no, you're not going to have your household with only kids. You're going to have a mom here, and that's going to be me. Yeah, I actually love her. She's very very helpful. I have dismissed her before, but she just never goes away. Sometimes she takes money, but she's just not gone anyway. Okay, okay, okay. Seth, I think you should. Oh, I think you should go to the bathroom. You need it, and go downstairs. You don't need to go up for this. Well, let's see what I can do. Okay, okay. So let's see. Jarrod is he still hasn't decided a lot of things, but he loves color pink, and he was a happy toddler. Yeah, yeah. Something I did with my BetterSims mod as well was to lower a little bit the skill gain from the happy toddler and those traits because that was making it so my sims who were played even when they were toddlers they would get an unfair advantage over all other sims and uh, that just that just wasn't sitting right with me and the gameplay that I like to have, so I decided to lower a little bit the the advantage, and I think it is working quite well now. So let's see. He doesn't have any preference right now. Now that we know that Tanya is active at going, she loves fitness, she has a natural talent for it. I'm going to send her roller roller skating. It makes a lot of sense, and I hope she gets some motor skill from it. Let's see. This is so nice. I love this mod. I love sending my Sims roller skating everywhere. Okay, while she do that, let's see how Seth's doing. He's fine. He just needs some food and he's going to be fine. Amelia is doing amazing. social. So we're going to talk to Emery. He's the nearest to become a teenager on the house. So let's talk to him. Let's tell him an Orville legend. I want to see if he gets scared from it. Is it my idea or Emery has a pimple on his nose? Okay, I have never seen that happen before. A kid getting a pimple? Okay, he's near to the teenager life stage, so maybe that's why this is happening. Maybe he's a preteen right now. But yeah, he's got a minor breakout. Yeah, he's so close to becoming a teen that he got a pimple on his nose. That's so funny. Even though he's a kid, but he's the eldest of the kids, so he's a wiser one. Sorry, Stacy, you cannot go there. No, 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 no. Stop, stop. Go up. Oh, you cannot go there. Then you, Stacy, use the toilet, and Emery, go take a shower here. Yeah, Seth is quite tense and he needs a lot of fun. So I think I'm going to send him out to take care of the garden. He's going to research a little bit. He's going to harvest everything. That's going to be so nice. I don't know what this is. We cannot water it. Okay. He loves gardening, so this is going to be so good for him. Yeah, he's doing what he loves. I love it. Then he's going to reach this soy wall. Oh, okay, we're going to do that. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to make him do that. He's a plant sim. Well, no, he's not a plant sim. He just loves plants. Maybe he should marry a plant sim. I don't know yet. We still have to see. She just went out so she could smell upstairs. Nice. Let's see, what do you want to do? Because you are creative, I'm going to make you paint something. Even though I don't think this is your skill, your favorite skill. We're going to get something off of it. I'm sure about that. Oh, little Stacy's such a good girl. Okay. So if things get too chaotic, what I'm going to do is go to create a sim and give them a makeover while we take a break. Because otherwise, things are going to be quite a mess. Let's see. Okay. So Emery is doing great. It's almost Ariel's birthday. She's about to age up as well. She's got 2 days, while Emery's got 1 day to age up. He wants to be a social butterfly, but he doesn't have enough friends. Oh, how do I do this? I'm going to make him watch the stars with Madeline so we can befriend her. Friendly. More choices. More choices. More choices. Where is it? Ask the they. No. Ask the stargaze. There we go. Seth is feeling quite well right now, so I'm going to make him help around the house. Time to repair the toilet. Things are working. Things are working. The first episodes, everything was a complete mess. I couldn't get anything to work. So I am happy that things are working right now. But I am more excited about the day when my Sims start getting out of this house. That I think that's going to happen after the next episode. What I'm going to do what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make my Sims earn enough money so they can go and live on their own places, even if they start without anything, without not a single thing. I can do a rags to riches kind of gameplay and start building their own stories for them. And I'm going to be playing rotationally, so that's gonna help. Oh, this is so nice. We need the money. Where is she? Okay. Are they friends yet? It seems like Madeline doesn't like Daniel very much. But okay, he's inspired. How many friends does he have now? He's got four friends still. Well, I'm hoping they'll become friends later. Let's see how Amelia's doing. She wants to have a water balloon fight. Oh no. She wants to buy a no, we're not going to do that. Create an excellent painting. I also want to tune down the skill, the skill whims, because just because you know a skill doesn't mean that you want to keep working on it. I'm going to make whims based more on your Sims preference that they are based on your skills. So yeah, that's what I am working right now as well. I wanted to, yeah. So when I started working with BetterSims, I was so excited about the idea of having an update every week, having an update every Monday. But now I realize that if I want to do that, first I would need to devote my full life to it, to working in the mod, and that's just not possible. I need to continue my studies. I need to do a lot of things. It's just an unrealistic goal to have, so I don't wanna hype up things that are not possible. So instead of that, I'm going to be focusing on testing everything and not rushing anything, making sure that I make things work just fine. And right now, I am planning all of the features for the next DLC update. That I don't know where it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be 3 weeks from now or if it's going to be two updates from now. But this DLC update is going to be for seasons, and I'm going to include every single feature for it. I am planning everything right now. I'm gonna have the garden career, the flower arrangement. I wanna have. I'm keeping in mind things about scouts. I want to add more scout whims because even if you pick the scout uh, after school activity, your sim it's like a little bit lost. You just have the board, and then you don't know what to do with it. So I want to make things a little bit more interesting for scouts as well. I'm working on all of that, and I'm very excited about that as well. But what I know that I'm going to do is when I finish with my Whims overhaul, I'm going to update it. So if you're interested in seeing that, just keep an eye on my announcements on the Discord, and that's where I'm going to be leaving all of that. There we go. Here we are. She's so cute. And painting is such a profitable skill to have. Even though she doesn't, this is not her first preference. She doesn't have a preference yet, so I'm allowing her to do this. She's a music lover, so she has a higher chance to love one instrument than. Okay, it is 1 p.m. Ever since I resetted my computer, that sound has been playing at every hour, and I don't know how to turn it off. I still have to personalize a lot of things. Yeah. Okay. We're doing just fine. I don't think I can make them watch the sky right now. I wanted to do that, but not a good idea. But it is quite hot, so some of my sims wanted to have a water balloon fight. Okay. Emily wants to finish homework, and I'm going to lock that for him. Ariel, what does Ariel want to do? She wants to draw two pictures while inspired, and now that she's inspired, it is the perfect time to do that. Let's take this. Oh, such a great thing! Let's draw an animal. Do not chat with Jacqueline. Just go draw something. You want to do that. You know that you want to do that. Yeah. It used so there's now thunders on the Sims, and there were the weather was very cold, and there were a lot of thunder outside a couple minutes ago, but now it's sunny, and the rain stopped. Quite crazy. I believe that all of the lightning went to my son's brain and stopped in real life. I don't know. Okay, no, I don't actually believe that. I'm just talking. Why are you doing homework outside? You're getting everything wet. Why do you do that to yourself? And Jacqueline is no, that's not. You see, even Seth came out here to tell you that this is dumb. Just, I know he's doing extra credit work in the rain. Emery, you don't have to be such a good boy all the time. That was nice. I want to take a screenshot of you on the floor. There we go. Oh, now we have the screenshot. You see, that's why you don't have to come out here. Sorry. I twice. Twice. I thought he was going to mock Emery for being out here, but it seems like he just wanted to get some cake. And that great. Now you stink. This is what you get from all of from eating cake out. Stop falling. You mop this one? Okay, Emery. I know you're uncomfortable. You should go upstairs and take a nice bubble bath. Who spends money? We spent some money. I know. Oh no, no, we didn't spend money. We earned money from dirty dishes. Nice. Okay. He's still got to figure it out aspiration, and I don't think he's decided what he wants to do yet. Let's check. So if you want to check if he got any aspiration, you just have to go to the BetterSims menu, and if your sim had want to have an aspiration, then you would be able to see that here as a secondary aspiration. And if not, then you just see this. You have the preferences menu, you have the drop out of high school option if you're a teenager and in high school. You have the cheats and the change aspiration bonus rate. And he's crying because he's insecure from being average. Okay, you're cute. You're quite cute. You don't have to be insecure. And he's crying on the bath. Oh, did you saw that? Oh, he was so dramatic. This can be so dramatic sometimes. Yes. Oh, okay, that was creepy. His eyes were. He's so sad that his eyes were white, completely white. That is creepy. Okay, stop. Emery, stop. You already did homework. What are you doing? You're already an excellent grade A high grade school student. A. Ah, I get my words messed up sometimes. Sorry. Oh, let me sleep in the tub. Okay, let's see what that can do. We have a couple of things here. Okay. Oh, the garden outside. I forgot about the garden outside. What can we do about this? His phone is okay, so I don't think I'm going to make him go outside right now. He's cooking anyways. He's serving a high energy protein. He's the dad of the house. He wants all of the kids to be happy and healthy. So yeah, happy and healthy. Seth, you're a mess. Amelia's fine. She's quite tired, so I'm going to send her to bed because we're also gonna need her to sleep well before she has to go to work. And I'm going to send. Can I send everyone to bed? Oh no. No, no, no. I'm going to make her sleep. Okay, now that Amelia is out of the tub, You can take a shower. Oh no 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 no. Yeah, just take a shower. You need to change your clothes because you're disgustingly wet. Because you decided to stop. Don't do that. Okay. It seems like now Seth believes that he would be a great musician. Maybe I'm going to take advantage of that, and instead of Amelia playing the piano, I'm going to make him play the piano. So let's take it out of Amelia's inventory and let's see if Seth just goes to it. And let's sell this painting because we need the money. One of the kids is going to want to get out of this house at any moment, so let's see what happens. I think the first one that's going to want to get out of here is going to be Seth. Even though he is not, um, even though he doesn't have any world preference. As I said before, this is a placeholder because I'm going to make him live in Sulani. But living in Sulani is kind of expensive. So as soon as he gets 7,000 simoleons, I'm going to get him out of this household and into Sulani. And he's going to move all on his own. Maybe I'm gonna have to sell some things from here so he can go out there and probably make my Sims get alone. Emery got to the piano on his own. Okay, he's definitely a star material. This is the first time he tries the piano, so I wonder if he's going to get a preference. If he doesn't get anything from this, if he doesn't even get the try the piano for the first time buff, then I'm going to have to fix that. Yeah, I believe that's what's going on. Okay, so kids can try piano. Everything's gonna be fine. Tanya's still freaked out. What's your bet, Tanya? I can't remember. I know that this is Ariel's bet. Okay, this one is your bet. But you love the color green, so let's change it. Yeah, this one. Looks great for you. Okay. I think it is time for everyone to go to bed. And go ahead, go to bed. Stacy. Okay, Stacy's going to sleep here. And Madeline, I think she's going to sleep here. Jarrod's got a new bed over here. There you go. And in the meantime, Mama, what's her name? Mama Jacqueline is going to take care of the dishes and cleaning the house. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes things just work out. Everyone's scared. So take a cautious shower. Okay, things are getting chaotic, as I said before. So I think it is time for us to get a makeover. And when I said us, I meant the kids. So let me take a little bit of well, let me take notes on what color they like. And for Stacy, she likes red. She is lazy, and she's got just a feminine fashion. And Madeline, she likes gray. She's so logical. I'm going to. She's a dog lover. I'm going to use that. And yeah, Tanya, little freaked out little girl, she is active. She's active and outgoing. She will probably want to be an astronaut in the future. That's nice. She loves color and she loves fitness. Oh yeah, she's definitely going to want to be an astronaut. I'm excited about that. I can see that coming. I can definitely see that coming. And little Jarrod, he loves pink. He's lazy as well. Interesting. But he's a klepto. I'm going to take that. I'm going to use that against him. Not against him, but I'm gonna use that for him. Amelia, go here. If you plan outfit, then we're going to. What are you doing? Stop. Okay, I'm just going to do this through cheats because I don't have time for this. Modifying cast. I am so happy that we're finally here. I struggled so much helping my Sims to survive, and things were quite chaotic and a mess. I feel like everything's fixed now. We're not getting as much lag as we used to. The nanny seems to be fine. She's not invisible anymore, but she still decided she wants to live here, so I'm fine with that. I am just fine with that. Okay, let's give a makeover to the kids. Jarrod is a young little klepto who loves the color pink, and I'm going to give him an interesting. I want to give him nice hair, maybe something like this. That looks very very nice on him. What about this one? Ooh, I like this one a lot better. Blonde hair. Oh, it looks amazing. I love it. But I changed it on. I hate when I do that. I hate when I go to create a sim and my sims are in their pajamas and I just start changing everything there. What was it? This one? Yes, it was this one. I am so excited about the new hair colors that are coming. I have my hair dyes, you know? If you don't know, I have some hair dyes. Amelia is using one of them. Special hair dyes for your Sims on the special makeup category. And the way these hair dyes work is that you have all of the basic swatches and then you have special swatches. Like for this one, for every single hair, because I cannot just do one special hair dye and it works for every single hair. It doesn't work like that. So I have to do one for every single hair. But because of this new update of colors, I think what I'm going to do now from now on is just have this um, special hair colors for every single sim, so you can put this on top of your sim's hair color. And I am so happy about that because I there's another mod that I really love that is the color wheel mod by the Pancake One. I'm sorry, Yuki. I love that. And I like to pair this up with that mod as well. But I didn't have a lot of time to set it up last time. I want to download a lot of hairs from them. You know, from for the color wheel mod, color sliders mod. So yeah, pairing up that with my special hair dyes is going to be really nice. And even if you don't have the color slider mods, pairing the new hair colors with these dyes is going to be so good. And even if I have to go through every single hairstyle, I think that this is worth it. But right now I stopped because I want to wait until the update comes out, and then I'm going to work over what we have there, and I'm going to have most likely have to redo most of the things that I have here. But I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with we can make it work. I wanted this hair dyes to also be part of the Danny collection that I am working in, but because it is such a big project and I have to add a hair dye for every single hair in every pack and everything, then it's going to take a lot more time, and I'm just a little bit impatient and I didn't want to wait, so I'm going to get the base game Paradise out, and then I'm going to start adding every single one of them afterwards. I'm going to release every DLC mod as soon as I have it done. So yeah, that's a bit of an update on the Paradise mod. But let's go back to Jarrod, and he already looks amazing. I mean, look at him. You can tell that he likes pink. Oh well, he's got a little bit of purple there, so I don't know. Let's see if we can change something about it. If we find something better, maybe this one is better. Or not. What about this? I don't know. He is a sim, so it doesn't look as fine. I want something like this, something very casual and very nice. Oh, what about this? I don't know. He rocks it, but I love it. But not going to put him on that. Maybe this one. No. No. Not gonna use that one. What about? Okay, let's use the pink filter. That's gonna be a lot better. Okay. I think this one is very good. Or this one. Oh, this one. I love it. I love it for him. It's just so colorful. And he's kind of creative. Even though he doesn't have that trait, he's a bit of a creative little boy. Let's put him on. Let's see what pants fit him better. Ooh, those ones. Oh. Yeah, and that dark blue hair. I love dark blue hair in real life, but I don't believe that should be the black hair color. That's just, it doesn't work. What I am a little bit scared about this hair color update. I'm going to explain a little bit how eyes work, right? So whenever you have an eye color, it has its own tag, right? So you have the black tag for this eye color. You have the dark blue, the dark brown, light hazel, and you have names for each one of these eye colors. But when they added the new eye colors, they added, I believe, 2 or 3, they didn't create new tags for them, right? So instead of creating new tags, they used tags that you had before. So whenever you have 2 Sims have a child, this child can get not any eye color, but if your tag is repeated, if your eye color tag is repeated, then you can get any of the hair colors the eye colors that use the same tag. I am getting my words confused, but the thing is, we need the Sims team to add new tags with the hair colors. Otherwise, genetics are going to go nuts. Things are not going to work if they do that. Yeah, so that's something I'm worried about because doing these eye swatches, I not every single eye swatch is done. Yeah, you see, these ones are not. But some of these eye colors have the same tags as other ones here. So in genetically talking, if you choose maybe this one or this one, if they have the same tag, the game sees it as they are the same eye. And that just doesn't work for genetics. And I don't know about skin. I believe skin works in a different way, so that's why we're fine. I think that the way they categorize the skin tones is completely messed up. We have purple skin tones, we have some other orange skin tones that don't look right, and we have called skin tones in the neutral and in the warm category. So I am quite mad about that. I believe that they really messed up some the skin tone categorizing. I mean, this is a warm skin tone. You see, it has yellow and red undertones, and this is at best this could be a neutral skin tone. And why is it on the cool category? I don't get it. What does warm, neutral, and cool means to the Sims team? I don't know because it doesn't make any sense and I'm mad about it. Anyways, even if they do a good job the with how the hairs look, if they don't do a good job with tags and genetics, it's going to be a mess anyway. Because I'm mad about this. Sorry, I get mad at times from this thing. But yeah, I just hope they do things right from the beginning now. They have been doing quite a good job with some other things. I think that we're moving in a very good direction. They are listening to the community much more, and I want to see that working in a lot of categories, not just visual things. I want them, and they have addressed some things that we are worried about, but now let's address some other things that not everyone's talking about. Maybe genetics, we need them to work right. Maybe I don't know what else. There's a lot of things there. I'm quite sure. Let's give them this. Oh, it looks so nice on him. It suits him so well. And I think I'm going to use those shoes. Oh my god, he looks so cute. Okay, let's go to athletic. I think I changed his eye color. Did I? No. No, it's just fine. It's just fine. I love how it looks, but I'm going to change this to a pink. Yeah. I want to use the favorite color a lot. Let's give him a pink thing. And yeah, let's make it. And remove shoes. No one uses shoes on their bed. Oh, but I have a mop that removes shoes when they go to bed, so that's fine. Oh, this is party. Now let's go back to bed, and I'm going to give him some candles. Okay, now I'm not going to give him a full body. Now I want to make the pants pink and maybe the top whiter or keep that blue. I love using the filters because it makes me get out of my comfort zone a little bit. Usually I tend to dress my Sims the same way and make them all look similar. So having this incentives to go outside of my comfort zone it is just great for me. It really spices up my game and makes me enjoy this a lot more. Gonna be honest, a lot more. Okay, I think it's fine. Let's see if I find a better jacket. What about this? No. This one. Oh, this jacket looks so nice, but I don't think it suits him so much. Okay, this one looks okay. I don't like this look. I like this look. He looks like such a punk. I don't think that's the word, but you get me. He's got so much personality like this. I'm going to keep the sunglasses. Maybe change the color. Yeah, just change the color. I like to give big makeovers to my Sims because I already have their preferences set, so it is a lot easier for me to choose things. I don't like to spend a lot of time just thinking and wondering and with the doubts and everything. I like to have everything already set up. Hmm. Let's remove the hot water. Okay. Though I think these pants are supposed to be for girls, but who cares? They look just fine and they look amazing on him. I'm going to keep them. Maybe purple. Let's spice it up a bit. Nice. Finally, cold weather. I think I'm going to give him a full body outfit for this. This one is awesome, but he it doesn't really suit his personality. He's more, I don't know, he's a bit more. Hmm, What word would you use to describe little Jarrod, who is a kleptomaniac and loves pink? He's lazy and what was his other trait? There was another trait that I forgot about, but yeah. Okay. Okay, this one was the penguin sims, right? Even though we don't have any pink, maybe we can use that on the boots. Yes, we can have pink boots. Let's see if we find better ones. Oh, these ones are better. I believe these ones are better. So much better. There we go. Such a cute kid. Okay, let's go on to Madeline. I miss her curly hair so much, so that's the first change I'm going to make. But let's go to daily. Okay, should I use this one or the new one? It looks so sweet. No, I don't like this one. What if she has her? I have so many hair. I have so many hairs for girls. I don't know what to use. Can I filter the texture? I think I can. Let's make it wavy. And yeah, let's make this. Maybe this hair is going to. I love it. I love it for her. She looks so good on it. Now let's see if I. Okay, I think I have to remove these. I don't think the text works very well because we have the afro, we have the wavy, and we have straight. But wavy mm, is not very specific, so you can have very straight wavy hair like this. This is very straight and kind of wavy, or you could have very wavy hair like this. So it's not very good way to describe hair. This is even more wavy, and it's still in the same category. And this looks straight, like straight hair to me, so I don't like it. And yeah, why is this hair in the afro texture? I don't get it, but I actually love this hair for her, so I think I'm going to choose this one. But why is it on afro texture? You see what I'm talking about, text? Yeah, like this she reminds me of Annie. That's so right. The thing is, yeah, they really have to fix tags on the Sims 4 because not this is not right. You see, this cannot be an afro textured hair. That's just ridiculous. I hope, and this is if they ever fix hair tags, I would love to see the classification of hair curl. I don't know how it's called, but you know, I have my natural hair is a B is a B is an A3 hair, and I believe this would be a C3 hair, C3 or C2. You know that letter and number hair texture categorizing. That's a lot more useful and helpful to categorize hair because it's kind of standard and covers a very wide range, or at least use the text right because this is not right. Okay, okay. Now that my tag rant is over, I can go back to dressing up little Madeline because she looks adorable. Madeline loves the color gray, so I think I'm going to choose this for her. It is quite colorful, but it has a gray base, so I'm going to use that for her. I'm just choosing things rather quickly. And something I always do to my kids is I do this with the necks because I like them to have this cartoony proportions. That's the only reason why I have the body sliders for kids. I want their necks to be more cartoony. I love this dress. She looks so cute, and I think I'm going to leave her sunglasses. Those are not glasses, sunglasses, just glasses. But I want to change the dress color. Let's see if we have a gray for it. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, this is black and white, and black and white make gray. So I'm going to take this as a sign. And some stockings. Maybe this one's with the bow tie. No, not that one. No. Oh, things don't match. Let's use another one. Okay, no, not like that. Okay, I like this. Let's see if I have something that looks better. Okay, those one looks better. Oh, she looks so cute. Next one. And let's drink some water because my throat is getting a little bit sore. You see, I was not supposed to stream today. I wanted to stream this episode on Tuesdays as I always do, but there were a lot of issues at home. I had so many problems here, and it wasn't here at home exactly. Just a lot of things happened with trip that I have planned that I don't know if I'm going anymore. It's quite a mess. So I have to delay things, but while doing that, I discovered that I should probably fix my schedule a little bit because streaming on the weekends is a lot easier and a lot more interesting for me. I love it. I love the idea of streaming on the weekend, so I'm probably going to be streaming once on the middle of the week and once on the weekend. And so that's something I'm thinking about. But I'm going to upload the official schedule on the Discord. Hopefully, my plans won't be messed up this time. Yeah, I love using the filters for everything because I already have something like decided for some of my sims. I like to I like to be able to do quick decisions when I am dressing my sims, so I don't spend too many times and I have a cute result anyway. And yeah, I noticed that happens a lot when you use filters. Ooh, that looks quite nice, but not enough gray. This one has enough gray, and I love it. It has a pineapple. Okay, there we go. It works. She looks so good. But no, she looks so good. I don't think I'm gonna change this. Even though red is not her favorite color, you can always dress with a color that you like and it's not your favorite. So she looks very nice. Okay, this outfit has gray. I approve of it. And I don't like this hot weather outfit. I think I'm going to put her in a dress. Or maybe an overall. Looks amazing. I love this one. I love this one with the snow. Oh, she looks so sweet. And the cold weather outfit, I think it's fine. We have some gray over here. I think this shirt's supposed to be black, but because colors on the Sims 4 never match, it could be gray. And yeah, I don't think this is custom content. Yeah, it's one of them. Is part of the game. So, but it looks great. I love it. I'm going to leave it. So this is the final look of dear Madeline. She looks amazing. Wee! Wee! Okay, there you go. Yes! Well, okay, Seth already had his makeover last time and he looks fine. I'm going to move on to Stacy. I have to take care of the neck because it looks quite too wide. Yeah. hairstyle, but she used to have the pom-pom hair. And I think I'm going to keep that for her because she's adorable. She's adorable. As a toddler, she had this hairstyle, and I think it suits her so much. And I love how she's dressed. But her favorite color is red, so I'm going to change that one. That one thing. Okay, there's no red swatch in this pants. This one's though. She looks amazing. Let's go to formal. Oh, I can't. I love the fact that she has a suit on. So I think I'm going to keep that for her. Maybe I can put her on a skirt or maybe. Oh, she looks so fine. Ooh, she looks good. I love it. I love it. She has so much personality already. Oh, let's go to. Okay, green is completely the opposite of red, so we will need to change that. I think I can use the overalls. Yes, yes, love it, love it. Fix the. I'm having such a good time giving a makeover to Stacy because she already has so much going on, and changing things is just easy. Oh, okay, now I have to make a now I have to make a choice. Ooh, that one looks nice, and we're going to have slippers. I don't think it is an appropriate time to have sunglasses, so I'm going to remove them anyways. And I'm going to put sunglasses on her party outfit. Her party outfit is quite lame, so I need to change that one. Sunglasses. Let's go. She looks so cool already. Whoa. No, she cannot. Oh, okay, she looks awesome, but not a good choice. Let's use the colors. Red. I need to make a quick makeover challenge to see how to see if I can do a good makeover to Sims in maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. That's an idea. I don't know if it's a good one. Just an idea. I don't like to give this kind of outfits to kids when they're so young. I can change these outfits for them to outfits like this for them when they are a little bit older. But right now, I'm going to stick to the more childish dresses, like this one or this one. I love this one for her, and her sandals are quite nice. So I'm going to leave them. And she's dressed in red, so I think it fits. Next one. Next one. Oh, okay, so this is a mess. You're supposed to be uh this is supposed to be your hot weather outfit and it doesn't look like it. You have too many accessories. I hate it. I hate the fact that when you go into create a sim and when the game randomizes your hot and cold weather outfit, it just throws random accessories to your sims like crazy and they never suit your sim. I hate it. But yeah, I have to just deal with it. I think I can use this one. Oh, and I'm not going to change these ones. I'm just going to change the color. Yep, Express Makeover. Let's keep going. I don't like this hat. Maybe this one. Yes, she looks so fancy. I love her. Not the necklace though. Take it off. She looks so cool. Stacy is the coolest of the house. Okay. No. Oh yes. I love it. There we go. This is Stacy's new outfit. She's such a cool young little lady. She is awesome. And we have to move on to Tanya. I think she's the last one. She's the last one. Yeah. So let's fix the neck. She's so cute. I love her eyebrows. But I don't love her hair, so I'm going to be changing that. She has straight textured hair. So let's see what I get here. We have so many options. This one! I kind of fell in love with that one, but let's see if we have a better choice. I don't like how that looks on her. This one, nah, too plain. What about this one? Nah. What about this one? It looks cool, but it is too light, and I don't like the color of it. Nah. I think my first choice was the best one. Yep, I love it. I love it so much. Now I'm going to make her a bear. No, 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 I'm not going to do that. Danielle loves color green, so she's going to be an elf. No, stop. Let's go. This is the first green thing I am seeing. She's active, so I think I can go for a top like this one, maybe. Let's see in blouses first. Something airy, something that she can use while working out. Not like that. I don't like those ones. Let's go. Express makeover. Express makeover. Oh, I love this one. And we have a green option. Love it. We're going to use some shorts. Oh, these ones look better. I don't know. For some reason, these pants remind me of The Sims 2. I don't know. It's just it has some heavy Sims 2 vibes. Okay, I think I'm going to put her on some sporty type of shoes. She's going to be running around a lot. I love it. She looks great. Formal. I think I'm going to leave it like that because she already loves green. Yeah. Oh, okay, she's so cool. I just think I'm going to change her glasses. Ooh, those ones look a lot better. Let's see if I can add a hat. I want to make custom content hats for kids. Oh, I need that. I need custom content hats for kids. I need more hats. The hats that I have are just not enough. I want to change her hairstyle for this. I'm going to remove the tag and go to. Instead of that, I'm going to use the up to tag and have this one. Yeah. Oh, she's so cool. I love her. Next one. I'm just going to change the top to something green or greenish. Okay, that's a mess. Forget it. Oh, I don't like that. No. Maybe that. Okay, it looks great on her. But the bottoms have to go. Oh, there you go. We're done. Next one. I love this outfit, but green. It has to be green. Green or green? Oh, this one looks amazing. Nice. I've never seen this, so even though I have had get together for a long time, this is the first time I see this outfit and it is bomb. I love it. Nice, nice, nice. Next one. She's not dressed in green. Oh, I have to change that. No, I don't like that. Green. There we go. Next one. I actually love that for her. I just think I need to give it some more personality. And because she's going to be running around a lot, I think she's going to use shorts instead of that skirt. Oh, love it. Last but not least, I'm going to go for a full body outfit. Mm, not that one. Maybe this one. This is sporty girl. She can make it work. She looks so cute. Hat, hat. We can use a hat here. She's gonna look very, very, very cute in a hat. Yep, yep. We're done. This is Daniel's makeover. We have little Stacy's makeover. She looks so cool. We have Madeline's makeover. She looks like Annie and she's so sweet. We finally have Jarrod, the little rascal's makeover. He's amazing as well. I think he's wearing his uh outside. Yeah. Oh, this is so cool. I love it. Love it. There we go with our express makeover. What time is it? It is 1 hour 47 minutes since we started. So I think we have about 10 minutes more to continue, and then we are going to leave it there. For the next episode, I'm going to be focusing on getting my things out of the house and getting them into their own home, earning more money because I want to start playing on rotation so I can pay attention to their stories a lot more and not struggle so much with their needs. That's something that I did for my other Mod Legacy. I'm doing Mod Legacy in Spanish. That's going to be up tomorrow. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. And yeah, I have a completely different storyline for that one. So if any of you know a little bit of Spanish or want to learn, you can also go there. And I'll be just waiting for for anything. I don't know what I said, but yeah. Let's get rid of this toy. We don't need it anymore and we need the money. And it was so expensive. Okay, we're back home. And the kids are quite fine. Prepare this, please. And then you can go and use the toilet. Amelia's feeling bad. She needs to sleep so badly, but she's scared. She's deep down scared, and she doesn't want to admit that she's scared. So that's probably why she can't sleep. She's just like I'm not scared. I have insomnia, but she doesn't want to sleep. She needs to sleep and she can't, but she doesn't want to admit that it is because she's scared. And that's such an Amelia thing to do. She believes that she's so tough. Let's hope she can sleep now. She's not scared anymore. No, she is. She's still scared. Seth is feeling insecure and but he's a good boy and he's helping around the house. He's basically the man of the house. I know that's not a good phrase. He's just the one who's been fixing everything. Amelia's making the money. She's the money maker, and he is the fixer of the house. And we have Mama Jacqueline, who has 100% relationship with everyone in the house, even though she was invisible. Let's leave him alone. for this. And let's see what Ariel's doing. She needs to eat something. Grab a serving, darling. Danny's playing with her. Yeah, you too grab a serving, darling. We have so much food. Seth is doing quite well now, but he's sad because he's feeling insecure, so I'm going to make him give himself a pep talk. I used to have most reflections disabled because I had so many issues with lag, and that is now gone because I don't have a reshade anymore and because my computer is working well. I am so happy about this. Okay, he gave himself a pep talk, but he's still feeling sad. Oh, don't feel sad, my boy. You'll be fine. Oh, when I can actually take a screenshot of you feeling sad. There you go. Screenshot. Yes. Another pep talk. You're gonna feel fine afterwards. I promise. Even though I don't have any. Oh, great. We have a monster under the bed situation who's making all of the kids freak out. Jacqueline is freaking out as well. Where's the monster? Okay, there it is. Do we have any occult enthusiasts in the house? Oh, she already grew up. Okay, no, she's not an enthusiast. She is amazing. Okay, so she's not gonna get a bad buff from this. Toxic monster under the bed. Let's see if little Ariel can do something about it. This is something I added to the occult enthusiast trait. Is that the Sims don't get scared from monster under the bed. They just get excited about it, and they're most likely going to befriend him. Not always, though. So let's see if she does it this time. Stop smelling the house. You don't have to do that every time. Okay, she couldn't make friends with him. But she is excited about it. She's just freaked out about thunder. Okay, Amelia, thanks for waking up. Now just go and spray the bed because no one's going to be able to sleep. Spray the bed. We're having so bad weather. Weather's doing so bad. Oh, we have someone outside playing the piano and being stinky, or just sitting in the piano. Why don't you go and take a shower instead of sitting there doing nothing? Okay, Seth is feeling fearless. Okay, he's feeling much better. That's a good thing. He's going to cleanse a little bit and then take care of your plants, harvest everything, and do some research. We need you to get your skills a little bit higher. I think for next episode, I'm going to get Seth out of the house and I'm going to. Oh, no, I cannot. I need to save up some money for me. Oh, hi, Mockinjay. How are you doing? Oh, how was school? You said it was hectic. Yes, everyone's doing all right. I believe Jacqueline is finally decided she doesn't want to be invisible anymore, but she also decided she lives here now, so she's always around. But she's helping a lot, and I believe she's immortal because I haven't seen her even take a poop so far. So there we go. We are getting all of the kids ready to live their own lives. Seth especially needs to be able to get out of this house. I want him to start working on his own life, and I also want to start playing rotations. So that's what I am doing. For him, I need to get him out of here. And his performance is not very good, so I'm going to make him do homework. Yeah, that's probably a good bet. Bet. But anyways, how are you? How have you been? What's Madeline doing? Oh, she was learning the piano. But she's not exactly a creative kid. Everyone's freaking out because of the thunder. That's that's why I hate sometimes thunderstorms. Ah, poop and then you take a shower. You're gonna feel so much nicer after. Where are you going? This is one of the things that the system needs to address. Sometimes they just get out of the way and they just. What are you doing, Madeline? Yeah, so we can see simulation like right there. Mm, what's going on? I think I need to check the just. Oh, interesting. I need to check the grow up aspiration. It's doing weird things. This is new. Last time I checked, it was all fine. I'm going to take some screenshots of it so I know what's going on. But I need to take notes as well. After the last update, seems like aspirations are working a little bit. Well, aspiration texts are doing weird things, but I don't know. It might not be that. I just might need to pay a little bit more of attention. So sorry. Okay, or how is that doing? Feeling quite uncomfortable, but you're going to be fine. You need to finish your homework. We need to get you out. We need to get you out of here as soon as possible. I want to start playing rotations, please. But well, we are reaching the end of the stream, and because of that, I think I'm going to make a recap or a little bit of a storytelling moment. We're gonna have a storytelling moment for our stream. Stop that. We're going to talk about you. This episode was really good for us. A lot of things happened, and my sims are looking quite fine. So Seth little big Seth over here, he after he discovered that there's not the romance with Amelia was not going to work, he decided to move on from it and started working towards his goal of moving into Sulani. Sulani, his dream home, this paradise place that he's going to have to save up a lot for it. So yeah, he's going to have to save up a lot of money and he's working towards his goal. He also loves gardening, so that's what I think I'm going to be working with him. Next, we have Amelia, who's finally sleeping and dreaming about unicorns. She's quite a nice girl, and even though she puts up this rough image, she is quite a softie and very, very nice. She's working very hard to make the family work, and because she loves living here in Newcrest, I think she's going to stay in this household until the end. She just loves taking care of the kids. She's a free spirit, so she's not going back to school, but she's going to make this family work. She's going to be so heartbroken when she finds out that Seth wants to leave the house. That is something that she's just going to have to deal with. Still, we have a lot of time because to do that, Seth's going to have to save up at least uh, 7,000 simoleons. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Then we have little Emery. Little Emery who is going to where is you? Okay. Little Emery who is asleep, he's dreaming, he's smiling, he's such a good boy, he's star. He's a star in the making, and on the next episode, he's going to be aging up to a teen. He already has his first pimple on the nose, and we're going to start working on clubs and all of the things that he wants to do. Because he's a star material, I think he's going to be quite good in some instruments, in acting. We have to figure out what he likes. So that's going to be really exciting. Oh, too close. And we're also going to earn some money to give him to give him some spot treatments for his nose, because starting the making cannot have a lot of pimples, right? Or maybe he could be another type of star who is all natural and wants to show up his wonderful skills without caring too much about the appearance. So we have to find out who he is yet. Then we have Ariel, who I think is going to age up to a teenager as well on the next episode. And yes, she still has to figure out a lot of things, but she's a cult enthusiast, so I will really want to see what she's going to have going on. And that's amazing. Yeah, not a lot of things to say about her. Sorry about that. But she's amazing. I hope we're going to be more interested on her next. Okay, I'm very interested in her. I just have too many Sims and I can't figure out. It's just tough. Then we have Stacy, who is such a cute little girl. I cannot see her. Okay, we have Stacy and Madeline. Stacy is a lazy. She loves color red. She still has a lot of time until she becomes a teenager. She was the first one of the toddlers to grow up, but we still have to figure out a lot of her. And I'm excited to see what she decides to do. She still has the grow up aspiration, so we don't know yet what she wants to become. Madeline has the rambunctious scamp aspiration, which with my BetterSims map is not a motor skill aspiration, but instead of that, it is a fun aspiration. She just wants to have fun and do a lot of things. She wants to have 10 toys, and we're going to work on that to find out who she is. But so far, she's so cute. Then we have Tanya. When we can see her, we have Tanya, who is a young athlete. Oh my gosh, she already has so much personality. She's outgoing, she's active, she loves color green, she loves fitness, and I think I'm going to make her learn a little bit of the rocket science skill, because those traits indicate that she'll probably want to become an astronaut. So that's exciting. I've never played with an astronaut sim before. I really want to see where this goes, and maybe Madeline and Tanya will go live together and both become astronauts, because Madeline, no, not Madeline, maybe Tanya and Ariel. I always forget about Ariel. I feel so sad about that, because let me say it, because Ariel is an occult enthusiast, so she most likely would like to meet aliens. And if Tanya is an astronaut, then they can go to space together. Last but not least, we have baby Jarrod, who just became a kid. He was the last one to become a kid. He was the last toddler in the house, and even though he just aged up, he's illogical, lazy, and a klepto, so he's very interesting. He loves color pink, and he's quite eccentric. And we're going to start the kleptomaniac life with him on the next episode. I can see him being a klepto for a living, so I want to know what we get from him. Maybe he's going to give me some ideas to make more stuff to fix some things into the BetterSims mod, so I'm excited about playing with him as well. That's why I decided to play with my Sims from toddlers, because that gives me a lot of time to explore in every single stage of their lives. So there we go. We're going to close the game and say goodbye. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for following. I'm so excited for next episode, because we already have so many things going on. I want my Sims to get away from each other so I can pay attention to each one of them. And everything's a little bit less chaotic. But I really want to see where all of this goes and what ideas I get from this, because that's one of the other things that I love about playing this mod legacy, is that it gives me so many ideas on how to improve my mods on or under other things that I want to create. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Love you all and see you on the next episode. Bye.